This really did turn out to be a nice day. I wasn't too sure the way the morning started, but it's gotten nice out here now.
It's a perfect day.
You know, this is the river that I learned how to fly fish on. Can you believe I know how to fly fish?
Did you catch anything?
Well, I learned how to cast a fly rod.
And you had fun doing it.
I actually did. I was really amazed. The guys who went out with Tom and Jeff showed me how to use a fly rod. Now, I have never been able to use one, and they told me a couple of quick tips on how to do it, and I was off and running. Now, I wasn't catching fish. I admit it. They were, fortunately, but I at least learned how to cast it. And that's the amazing thing. Anybody that's ever used a fly rod or hasn't used a fly rod and thought about it and thinking, nah, that looks too hard. It's not really as hard as it seems if you got good people that are showing you how to do it. And we had a couple of really good ones.
Okay.
From the days of our youth with a bamboo pole, a hook and worm, or chunk of hot dog, fishing the lakes and streams of Michigan just comes naturally. A day rarely goes by when fishing is not the topic of conversation somewhere, as well as the source of many legends. Today, we take you to the legendary waters of the Tawas area, beginning with a day of fly fishing on the cool, clean, flowing waters of the AuSable River. This last stretch of the AuSable River from Foot Dam to Lake Huron is famous for great springtime steelhead and fall salmon fishing. Before the river is in the busy steelhead fly season, casting for smallmouth and rock bass is where you'll have a great success, and that's what we're going out for today. With help from Jeff and Tom from Michigan's Streamside Guided Fishing, our host Tom is going to share what he has picked up from them as we enjoy Michigan's AuSable River, a fly fisherman's dream.
AuSable River right now, we're down at a place they call the Whirlpool, just outside of Oscoda. We're going to try a little bit of something different today. I'm going out fishing, that's nothing new. Catching fish is, but we're going to try to do that too. But this time, instead of just normal spin casting, I'm going to be learning some fly fishing. I'm out with a couple of guys right now, Jeff here and Tom. They are going to take me out and hopefully teach me how to do this. Now, you guys do this as a guiding service, though, isn't that right, Jeff?
That's correct. Yep.
We'll find out about that. Let's go ahead and get going and get this thing started.
Let's shove off. Sounds great. Bear with us.
To prove the point that the AuSable River is well populated with bass, a quick catch was made, followed by more instruction on how to find them as the bass hole up waiting to ambush an object. Along with the smallmouth and rock bass, the occasional largemouth bass and brown trout often appear.
Boy, that didn't take long at all.
No matter your level of expertise, fly fishing along the AuSable is where you want to be. But your best asset is a love of fly fishing. It will only grow as you practice and get accustomed to the wonderful habitat along the uniquely wild but beautiful and adventurous AuSable River.
Okay. He took me out on a whim, and he knew that's a little better fish. He knew what to do to set me up right. He took me up on the upper Manistee, and
oh, nice fish!
Get yourself, don't carry him against the.
Look at that.
With close to 20 bald eagle nesting sites along the AuSable River, it's not unusual to sight the magnificent bird casting its eye for a meal. The eagle's diet consists of 70 to 90% fish, making the AuSable River system a naturally perfect home for them. Conservation groups, government agencies, and volunteers have restored miles of fisheries habitat along the AuSable. Efforts are continually being made to control the dams, both man-made and beaver dams, that affect the natural flow and temperature of the water, and the many hands of volunteers are ever present in keeping the pristine condition of this national treasure in prime condition, to be enjoyed as long as anglers abound.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
That's a great fish. Here we go. It's a coming. I don't want to hook myself here. He's got it well in.
Yeah.
As Isaac Walton attested to more than 400 years ago, rivers and the inhabitants of the watery element are made for wise men to contemplate and for fools to pass by without consideration. We certainly agree the AuSable is one of the finest rivers an angler could ever contemplate. Another stealthy fisherman along the AuSable is the great blue heron. Unlike the ever-casting fly fisherman, it stands still in the water, watching for a fish, and then swiftly snags its dinner.